The sharp buzz of the intercom shattered the sterile silence of the boardroom. Without lifting her gaze, Claire Sterling pressed the button. How many times have I said no interruptions during executive meetings? There was a pause. Then her secretary's voice came through, unnaturally quiet, as if she were hiding from a bomb blast. "Miss Sterling, your DoorDash is here." Claire frowned, her manicured nails tapping against the polished mahogany table. "I didn't order anything." Around the table, the executives stiffened, sensing danger. "The driver insists it's for you," the secretary continued. "Taro milk tea, boba, light ice, half sugar." A few suppressed chuckles rippled through the room, then died instantly under Claire's icy glare. Everyone knew the truth. The ice queen of Sterling Corporation survived on black coffee and ruthless ambition. A drink that sounded like a teenager's social media post was beneath her. "Get rid of him," Claire said, her red lips barely moving. 5 minutes later, the boardroom doors flew open. "Delivery for you!" A young man in a bright yellow DoorDash uniform stood there holding up the offensively purple drink. His grin was blinding, so bright it looked digitally enhanced. The executives collectively gasped. Did this idiot have a death wish? Claire slowly raised her head, eyes sharp as cut glass. She was just about to call security when a male voice echoed clearly inside her head. "Wow, this woman gives off more cold air than my freezer." Claire froze. Her pupils contracted as she shot a sharp look at the driver. "What did you say?" He blinked, confused. Nothing, ma'am. Just need you to confirm the delivery." His lips hadn't moved. Worse, she hadn't heard the voice with her ears. It had appeared directly inside her mind. "Put it on the table and leave," she said quietly, her tone dangerous. As he turned to go, the voice returned. "This place looks like a funeral home. No wonder everyone looks terrified." Claire stood abruptly. "Stop." He turned back, wide-eyed and innocent. "Is there a problem, ma'am?" As she walked toward him, the thoughts grew louder. "She's even prettier up close. Definitely wants to murder me, though. Are those eyelashes real? They're defying physics." 6 feet away, his mind flooded hers. "If my paycheck doesn't hit soon, I'm dead next month. At least this delivery covers ribs. Why is she staring like that? Do I have something on my face?" Reality hit Claire like a physical blow. She could hear his thoughts, and only within 10 feet. "What's your name?" "Leo Rivera." A slow, dangerous smile curved her lips. "Leo Rivera, while delivering my drink, you spilled it on my Armani suit." His eyes went wide. "No way, I'm super careful." "It's worth $8,000, Claire said calmly. "You can pay, or you can work it off." The room went silent. Leo's thoughts exploded. This is a scam. 8 grand? They could sell my organs and still come up short. Wait, is she flirting with me? "Work? How?" he asked cautiously. "Personal assistant," Claire replied smoothly. $10,000 a month, room and board included." 10,000? That's way better than DoorDash. Room and board? Is this a casting couch situation? Claire's temple twitched. "It's a job," she snapped. "The company has corporate housing." "I didn't say that out loud." "You did," she lied effortlessly. "Sign the contract." Half an hour later, Leo stood outside Sterling Tower, clutching the contract like a cursed artifact. On call 24/7. Absolute obedience. $1 million penalty for breach. "Did I just sell my soul?" he muttered. Up on the 28th floor, Claire replayed the security footage. Leo had never spoken a word she'd heard. She sipped the forgotten milk tea. Surprisingly good. The next morning at 7 sharp, Leo rang the doorbell of Claire's penthouse for the 10th time. The door finally opened. Claire stood there in a silk robe, hair loose, nothing like her corporate persona. Leo's thoughts detonated instantly. Is this legal? That collarbone? Those legs? Wait, is she holding? Claire raised her cast-iron skillet in her hand. "If you objectify me one more time, I will introduce your brain to the outside world." Leo went pale. "How did you know?" "Lucky guess," she said, turning away. "Follow me. We're busy today." She can read minds. No, impossible. Micro-expressions. Think math, pi, numbers, anything. A faint smile touched Claire's lips. This was going to be fun. Days passed. employees were stunned to see a cheerful young assistant shadowing their Ice Queen CEO. More shocking, Claire Sterling was smiling. When a CFO brushed her hand, Leo's thoughts flared. That creep! If he touches her again, I'm poisoning his coffee. Claire coughed to hide her grin. At lunch, coworkers swarmed Leo. Sorry, ladies, my heart belongs to Miss Sterling. Wait, what? Mr. Rivera, Claire said coolly. My office. Inside, Leo's thoughts spiraled. Is this it? Casting couch moment? Do I fight? Do I surrender? She slapped a stack of files into his chest. Organize these. Oh, just work. She paused. What do you think of me? You're an inspiration, Leo said out loud. His mind betrayed him. Brilliant, beautiful, and terrifying. Why am I still attracted to her? You're working late, Claire said sweetly. She soon discovered Leo's mind reading was invaluable in negotiations. When a chairman lied, Leo's thoughts exposed everything. Claire crushed every deal. One evening in the elevator, it jolted, stopped. No signal, tight space. Leo's thoughts grew frantic. She smells amazing. She's so close. I want to kiss her. The elevator lurched again. He instinctively shielded her. Their eyes met. His thoughts were deafening. I really, really want to kiss her. For a moment, Claire didn't push him away. Then the elevator resumed. They separated instantly. About what happened, Leo began. Half a month's bonus docked. Claire walked away. Why? She turned back, softening. Forget it. Go buy 2 milk teas. Taro, light ice, half sugar. Leo's eyes widened. But I thought you only drink black coffee. I like milk tea now, Claire replied coolly, lifting an eyebrow. Is that a problem? No, no problem at all, Leo said quickly. He practically skipped away, his thoughts soaring. She likes the milk tea I bought. Does that mean... Claire watched him go, unconsciously touching her own warm ear. The calm didn't last. Sterling Corporation's logistics system crashed without warning. Executives panicked. The Black Friday launch is hours away, the COO shouted, clutching the last strands of his hair. If logistics stay down, we're finished. Claire called an emergency meeting. In the corner of the room, Leo was playing a game on his phone. Mr. Rivera, Claire said coldly, do you have any brilliant insights to share? All eyes turned to the pretty assistant. Me? Leo looked up startled. His mind, however, raced. Isn't this basically DoorDash's system? Cluster orders by region, assign drivers dynamically. Wait, how do I know this? Claire's eyes narrowed. Go on. Hesitantly, Leo explained a flexible delivery model based on gig economy logistics, batching orders by zip code, rerouting in real time using traffic data. He finished, looking just as shocked as everyone else. I was just guessing. No, the CTO said, standing up in excitement. This is brilliant, far more adaptive than our current system. Claire studied Leo thoughtfully. Implement Mr. Rivera's plan. After the meeting, Leo caught up with her. I don't know where that came from, he admitted. I know, Claire said quietly. You were guessing. She walked away, hearing his confused thoughts trail after her. Who am I? Why do I know all this? That night, Claire found Leo still working. Why are you still here? She asked. Waiting for you, he said simply. It's late, not safe. His thoughts told the truth. They still haven't caught that stalker. I can't let her walk alone. Warmth spread through Claire's chest. Meddling, she muttered. In the parking garage, a shadow followed them. Miss Sterling, get in the car, Leo shouted. The figure lunged. Leo shoved Claire back and delivered a flawless spinning kick, dropping the attacker instantly. Claire froze. This wasn't a hobby. Security rushed in. Gripping Leo's arm, she demanded, Who are you? Before he answered, she heard a strange thought, not his usual inner voice. I blew my cover. Why can't she hear my thoughts? Claire froze. She couldn't hear him anymore. Are you okay? Leo asked. She snapped back. Starting tomorrow, your salary is doubled. What? You don't want it? I do. Leo nodded frantically. His thoughts returned instantly. I'm rich! Wait, why is she being so nice? Don't overthink it, Claire said. It's for saving my Armani suit. The logistics system crashed again. Panic erupted. Leo raised his hand timidly. I might have an idea? Using a Slack-based workaround, the team restored operations in 3 hours. The COO clapped Leo on the back. Kid, how does your brain work? Leo laughed nervously. His thoughts screamed. I'm blowing my cover. Why does she keep staring at me? Mr. Rivera, Claire said evenly, you're working late. Why? For slandering your superior in your head. Later, pipes burst in the corporate apartments. Have Mr. Rivera stay at my place, Claire said calmly. Leo dropped his files. His mind exploded. Living with her? Will I survive? That night, he tripped into her penthouse, spilling SpongeBob boxers across a priceless rug. Silence. Clean that up, then make dinner. Dinner? Your resume said you could cook. I lied. I can only make ramen. Wait, why do I suddenly know how to cook? Half an hour later, he served perfect cacio e pepe. Claire's eyes lit up. For breakfast, I want a breakfast burrito. I don't, Leo started, but his hands already moved. The next morning, Claire heard running water, then Leo's thoughts. This tub is insane. This soap costs more than my rent. Furious, she stormed in. They screamed. He slipped. They fell. Time stopped. I'm dead, Leo thought, but she smells amazing. Claire, who should have been furious, found herself holding him. Then she shoved him away. Get out. 10 minutes later, Leo served breakfast. Claire ate in silence. His thoughts looped endlessly. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't say anything, Leo protested, looking genuinely wounded. That night, when Claire returned home late, she found Leo lingering near the front door, suspiciously alert. What are you doing out here? She frowned. Leo jumped. Miss Sterling, you came from that direction. I was just taking out the trash. His thoughts told a different story. The stalker's back. I can't let her walk in alone. Should I tell her? No, she'll think I'm being nosy. Warmth spread through Claire's chest, though her voice stayed cool. Move. I'm going in. Suddenly, a dark figure burst from the shadows. Look out! Leo yanked Claire aside and in one fluid motion delivered a perfect spinning kick. The knife flew from the attacker's hand. Claire froze. This wasn't a delivery driver. This was a trained professional. The attacker lunged again. Leo stepped in front of her, blocking each strike with calm precision. His thoughts were a bizarre mix of focus and panic. This idiot is ruining my night. Wait, I don't deliver anymore. Is Miss Sterling okay? That punch has no power. How do I even know this stuff? Within seconds, the attacker was on the ground, wrists bound with Leo's belt. When the police finally took him away, Claire folded her arms. Explain. Leo scratched his head. You meet a lot of aggressive dogs on delivery routes? She stared at him for a moment, then turned and walked inside. Tonight, you're allowed to sleep in the guest room on the 2nd floor. What? Why? Leo blurted. To protect me, she said calmly, a secret smile tugging at her lips. Leo, who was in no capacity to read thoughts, found himself spiraling in confusion. 2nd floor? Closer to Miss Sterling's bedroom? No, stop thinking. She trusts me. Did she just smile? Nah, lighting trick. Listening to his chaotic thoughts, Claire realized something unsettling. Having him around wasn't so bad. At 3:17 a.m., Claire shot awake. Leo's voice echoed inside her. Miss Sterling, don't take my milk tea. She grabbed the clock. He should have been asleep, but his thoughts were blasting through her mind. That tarot boba is mine. Wow, Miss Sterling looks really cute in a maid outfit. Claire's face burned. She hurled a pillow at the wall. Leo Rivera, wake up! Downstairs came a loud crash, frantic footsteps, and a panicked shout. Earthquake? Fire? Or did Miss Sterling finally decide to murder me? Claire rushed downstairs and collided with a half-naked, sleep-rumpled Leo bursting from his room. They froze. Leo's mind went into full meltdown. Holy crap! Why is Miss Sterling here? Why am I shirtless? Claire spun around, but not before she noticed his lean muscles and the strange scar on his shoulder. It was small, circular, almost like... Get dressed, she snapped, ears blazing red, and stop dreaming about me. Leo stared. How did you... Lucky guess, she said, fleeing upstairs. Back in her room, Claire buried her face in a pillow. This was bad. Her ability wasn't just reading thoughts anymore, it was tapping into his dreams. At Sterling Corporation, tension filled the boardroom. The Apex partnership fell through, the marketing director said grimly. They want a 51% controlling stake. Their advantage? Claire asked. A new smart logistics system claims 40% higher efficiency. Leo, dozing in the corner, suddenly had very loud thoughts. It's just dynamic padding with AI forecasting. I could build something better half asleep. Wait, why do I know that? Claire's eyes lit up. Mr. Rivera? Leo jolted. Me? Words poured from his mouth, dense, technical, confident. The room fell silent. The CTO's jaw hit the table. That solution is at least 2 generations ahead of Apex. Leo looked stunned. What did I just say? Do exactly as Mr. Rivera suggested. After the meeting, Leo caught up with her. I don't know where that came from, he admitted. I know, Claire said quietly. You were guessing. She walked away, hearing his confused thoughts trail after her. Who am I? Why do I know all this? That night, Claire found Leo still working. Why are you still here? She asked. Waiting for you, he said simply. It's late, not safe. His thoughts told the truth. They still haven't caught that stalker. I can't let her alone. Warmth spread through Claire's chest. Meddling, she muttered. In the parking garage, a shadow followed them. Miss Sterling, get in the car, Leo shouted. The figure lunged. Leo shoved Claire back and delivered a flawless spinning kick, dropping the attacker instantly. Claire froze. This wasn't a delivery driver. Security rushed in. Gripping Leo's arm, she demanded, Who are you? Before he answered, she heard a strange thought, not his usual inner voice. I blew my cover. Why can't she hear my thoughts? Claire froze. She couldn't hear him anymore. Are you okay? Leo asked. She snapped back. Starting tomorrow, you... I know, Claire said softly, but you still know these things. She stepped closer. Combat, languages, strategy. His thoughts spiraled. She knows, but I don't even know myself. Claire reached out and traced the scar on his shoulder. How did you get this? Leo stiffened. I fell. His thoughts were honest. That's a gunshot wound. But how would I get shot? Who am I? Tomorrow, Claire said quietly, you're coming with me. At the shooting range, she handed him a pistol. Do you know how to use this? His hands moved on instinct. Bang, bang, bang. 3 perfect shots. The instructor whistled. Military-grade skill. Leo went pale. This is my first time. His mind short-circuited. Who am I? Claire nodded. Just as I thought. That night, she took him out to dinner. Hot pot, she said. Their taro milk tea is excellent. Leo stared. How did you know? Lucky guess. At the restaurant, Leo nearly cried. I used to eat once a day, he admitted. His thoughts revealed worse. Sometimes I couldn't even afford ramen. Claire quietly added meat to his bowl. Later, after too many beers, Leo leaned close. I might not be the real Leo Rivera. Claire's heart skipped. My memories before delivery work are gone, he whispered. But at least now I get to see you. Back at the penthouse, he finally said it. I like you, from the first moment. Then he passed out. Claire stayed with him all night. For once, she didn't care who he used to be. At the auction, surrounded by elites, Leo's thoughts became a razor-sharp critique. Fake vase, fake jade, fake tea set. Claire's hand slowly lifted her paddle. The item was practically unheard of on the market. 50,000? Leo thought. Is this auction house blind? Claire Sterling lifted her paddle calmly. 100,000. A ripple of murmurs swept through the room. Not to be outdone, a rival tycoon called out, 150,000. Without hesitation, Claire replied, 300,000. The man clenched his jaw. 350,000. Claire didn't even look up. 500,000. Silence slammed into the room. The auctioneer brought the gavel down with a crack. Sold to Miss Sterling. Leo nearly applauded in his head. She's insane, in the best way. That teapot alone was worth at least $2 million on the open market. As Claire stood, she leaned slightly towards him. It seems you're not entirely useless after all, Leo. On the ride home, Leo kept sneaking glances at her. There's no way she can read minds, he told himself. That's impossible. Then how did she know the teapot was real? Claire flipped through the auction catalog, perfectly composed. Leo's thoughts spiraled. Maybe she's an antiques expert, or she has some hidden genius advising her, or she's a superhero. Sterling Corporation was about to enter negotiations with LVM, a global luxury conglomerate. Their lead negotiator was a notoriously difficult Frenchman named Pierre, self-styled emperor of the bargaining table. Before the meeting, Claire glanced at the briefing file and asked casually, Mr. Rivera, how do you think we should approach this? Leo nearly choked on his cookie. Me? I don't know anything about luxury brands. But his thoughts betrayed him. They want to dump their second-tier brands in exchange for our premium retail channels. Their Royal collection tanked 40% in Europe last year. Now they're desperate to push it into Asia. Claire raised an eyebrow. And their weaknesses? Leo stared blankly. Weaknesses? How would I know? Meanwhile, his mind kept firing. Pierre's terrified of silence. He cracked in Milan just because the other side refused to speak, and he hates being told he doesn't understand the Asian market. That's his Achilles heel. Claire smiled faintly. Then just stand beside me and don't say a word. Great, Leo thought. I'm decorative furniture. In the conference room, Pierre launched into a polished pitch. Our collaboration will be a perfect fusion of Eastern and Western luxury. Leo mentally scoffed. Perfect fusion, more like dumping leftovers for prime real estate. Pierre continued, praising their royal collection. Beloved by European aristocracy? Leo thought. You mean permanently discounted? Didn't their jewelry send a bride to the hospital last year? Claire set down her cup. Mr. Pierre, your royal collection's European sales dropped 40% last year. Is that correct? Pierre froze. She went straight for the throat, Leo thought. But how does she know that? Pierre forced a smile. Numbers don't reflect brand value. Brand value? Claire replied softly. Your Asian marketing strategy failed completely. You ignored basic cultural differences. Pierre bristled. Extensive research, Leo thought. They used white chrysanthemum gift boxes for Lunar New Year and cast an Indian model in a Changsong ad. The internet destroyed them. For example, Claire said smoothly, your white chrysanthemum gift boxes. Pierre's composure shattered. That was artistic expression. Artistic expression? Leo nearly lost it. The internet called it funeral decor. The negotiations stalled. Pierre fell silent, his favorite pressure tactic. Don't speak, Leo warned internally. He'll crack first. Claire calmly flipped through documents. 30 seconds. A minute. 2. Pierre's pen began tapping. Finally, he broke. Perhaps we can be more flexible on pricing. She's a queen, Leo thought in awe. In that case, Claire replied, let's revisit the profit-sharing ratio. By the end, Sterling Corp secured terms 30% better than expected. At the celebration dinner, executives swarmed her. How did you know their internal numbers? Claire smiled. You think I became CEO by accident? Leo stood nearby, stunned. Is she a hacker? A spy master? Someone asked, how did you know Pierre feared silence? Claire glanced at Leo. Observation. Leo panicked. She's definitely supernatural. Pierre approached later, defeated. How did you see through my strategy? Claire smiled. Luck. Luck, Leo screamed internally. That was an execution. The next day, Leo decided to test her. Out loud, Miss Sterling, you look lovely today. In his head, I love Miss Sterling. I love Miss Sterling. She didn't look up. Flattery won't help. You're still working late. Okay, she can't hear me. He turned away thinking, capitalists, all they do is exploit workers. Claire's voice snapped through the air. Mr. Rivera, what did you just say? Leo froze. I didn't say anything. You're drinking tea, Claire replied calmly, not coffee. I'm done, he thought. She can read minds. She finally laughed. That's enough. Get back to work. Leo fled like a condemned man. Later, Claire's mother called. Claire, the Lexington boy is back from Cambridge. You must meet him. Not interested. You're 28. I've booked a Michelin star restaurant. After hanging up, Claire rubbed her temples. Leo entered with coffee. His thoughts drifted freely. Blind date? Poor guy. Though any man would be lucky. She'll probably freeze him solid. Mr. Rivera, Claire said, you'll accompany me to dinner. What? You'll take notes, she added. Oh, secretary duties. Chadwick Lexington III arrived smug and polished. He studied finance at Cambridge, he said proudly. Translation, Leo thought, Daddy donated a building. Chad bragged about supply chains. Didn't his family factory shut down for labor violations? Then perhaps, Claire said sweetly, you can explain why your Southeast Asian factory closed last year. Chad stiffened. A strategic pivot. Bankruptcy, Leo corrected mentally. When Chad showed off his watch, Leo nearly laughed. Fake. Dials wrong, crowns loose. Your watch is very unique, Claire said. Worth a couple million, Chad boasted. Yes, Claire nodded. Uniquely fake. Chad flushed crimson. Desperately, he leaned in. If we marry, my family will invest $1 billion in Sterling Corp. Lies, Leo thought. They're drowning in debt. Claire smiled politely. Your debt-to-asset ratio exceeded 80% last quarter. What exactly were you investing with? Silence. She stood. We're done. Leo, show him out. In the car home, Leo finally asked, did you investigate the Lexingtons beforehand? I did. Always 10 steps ahead, Leo thought. Why is my heart racing? Claire turned toward him. Mr. Rivera? Leo snapped to attention. Yes? Order a bouquet of flowers for me tomorrow. Flowers? Leo's mind spun. For who? Don't tell me she actually liked that Chad guy. No way. Claire added flatly, send them to my mother. The card should say, great introduction, don't ever do it again. Leo nearly smiled. That's my CEO, roasting even her own mother. Just then, Mindy Bloom, the ever-cheerful head of HR, bounced into the office. Miss Sterling, for this year's team building retreat, we've chosen a resort in the Catskills. There'll be barbecue, an escape room, and a hot tub. Claire didn't look up from her files. I'm not going. Mindy was ready. But every department voted for it. Even Walter from finance said he's bringing his swim trunks. Nearby, Leo shuffled documents, trying to suppress his thoughts. An escape room? Miss Sterling? She'd probably just stare at the door until it surrendered. Claire's head turned slowly. Mr. Rivera seems excited? Leo fumbled, papers scattering. Huh? No, I just think team building is healthy. Inside, he was panicking. Oh no, please don't put me in charge again. I still have nightmares about last year's punishment game. A faint smile curved Claire's lips. Very well, we'll go. Mr. Rivera, you'll manage my itinerary. I knew it. At the resort barbecue, smoke filled the air as departments grilled enthusiastically. Gary from marketing sidled up, grinning. Miss Sterling, try this Wagyu. I had it flown in specially from Japan. Leo's inner voice scoffed. Flown in? The packaging literally says Trader Joe's. Claire set down her chopsticks. Gary, perhaps you should save supermarket specials for yourself. Gary went pale. Walter from finance hurried in. Miss Sterling, how about my lamb chops? Leo's mind screamed. Oh God, no. Last time Walter grilled, half the company got food poisoning. Claire gently pushed the plate away. Walter, I still haven't approved last year's medical expense reports. Walter froze. Leo was stunned. Is she psychic today? How does she know everything? During the escape room activity, Claire was assigned to Leo's group. This is a Tomb Raiders theme, the game master announced. You have 60 minutes to find the treasure. Leo knew instantly. It's just Mountain Sea Scroll written backward, lazy design. Before he could speak, Claire entered the code. Click. The lock opened. Leo's brain short-circuited. She even knows ancient scripts? Is she human? Next came a star chart puzzle. Colleagues argued. Is that Scorpio? That's obviously the Big Dipper, Leo thought. Claire had already adjusted the mechanism. The hidden door slid open. Miss Sterling, have you done this room before? Someone asked. She shook her head. Intuition. Leo swallowed. A woman's intuition is terrifying. That evening, Leo was relaxing in the hot tub when a scream erupted from the women's side. There's a mouse! Chaos exploded. Leo's mind lit up. It's probably Kevin's hamster. Then Claire's calm voice cut through the noise. It's not a mouse. It's a hamster. Staff, please secure it. Silence fell. Leo mentally knelt. She even knows that. Then another thought slipped in. I wonder what Miss Sterling looks like in a swimsuit. Splash. Miss Sterling, a staff member cried. Are you all right? I'm fine, Claire replied, oddly flustered. On the bus ride back, Amy gushed. Miss Sterling is an escape room god. It's like she has psychic powers. Leo sat quietly, thinking, you have no idea how terrifying she is. Mr. Rivera? Claire suddenly said. Leo jumped. Yes? You'll present next week's departmental report. She definitely heard that. Should I start reciting the Constitution in my head? Claire looked out the window, the corner of her mouth twitching. Later, Mindy approached her desk, trembling. Miss Sterling, the annual party is booked at the Grand Hyatt. There'll be performances from marketing and IT. Cancel the prize raffle. Mindy panicked. But the $1 million grand prize... Fine, keep it, Claire said, sliding a list across the desk. But change the prizes to these. Mindy read it and went stiff. Leo peeked and nearly collapsed. A physical copy of Claimed by the Billionaire? An online course, How to Live with a Capricorn? A couple's spa voucher? This woman is diabolical. At the party, Gary from marketing suddenly rushed on stage and attempted breakdancing. Leo covered his face. The horror. This is blackmail material. Claire tapped her tablet. 0 points. When IT froze during their comedy skit, Claire calmly prompted, quantum wave speed reading. The programmers lit up. The room erupted in laughter. Leo was shaken. Did she bug the rehearsal room? Walter from finance won the Capricorn course. Kevin from logistics burst into tears over the couple's spa voucher. You can bring your hamster, Claire added flatly. The room lost it. Later, the host announced, please welcome Leo Rivera from the CEO's office. I didn't sign up for this. 5 minutes later, Leo performed an office supply symphony, photocopier drums, shredder guitar, time clock beatboxing. Claire applauded first. Prize for creativity. Relief flooded him, until she added, "You're performing again next year." His soul shattered. After the party, Claire approached him. "Your performance was interesting, better than certain pelvic dances." Leo's brain exploded. She praised me. "Next month, you're coming with me to Germany." "Yes, ma'am." As she turned to leave, she added casually, "and layoff claimed by the billionaire." Leo froze. She knows my incognito mode. On the flight, Leo sat rigid. "I pledge allegiance to the flag." "He doesn't take sugar," Claire said without opening her eyes. "2 creams." Leo's mind screamed. "You always pour twice," she added. She remembers details like that. Does she like me? No, impossible. Turbulence hit. Leo gripped the armrest. A cool hand covered his. "Don't worry," Claire said softly. "Just an air pocket." Leo short-circuited. In Germany, Claire effortlessly navigated alleyways, read signs, negotiated in fluent German, and dismantled their counterparts with facts and lip-reading. That night, she knocked on his door. "My AC is broken." Leo nearly fainted. "Move to the suite next to mine." Later, he received a text. "Breakfast, 7 a.m." Attached, a screenshot of his private post complaining about the bed. Leo fell off the bed. At the airport, he finally asked, "Miss Sterling, can you read minds?" She leaned in close. "You read too many web novels," and walked away. Leo stared after her. "I'm doomed." Back at the office, the CFO smirked. "Leo, you're handling the quarterly report." Claire's voice cut in. "Walter, perhaps you'd like to explain the 37 accounting irregularities flagged in the audit." Walter went white. Leo's heart soared. Then Claire opened another folder. "Speaking of concerns, here are photos of Director Lee's assistant accepting gifts in the Four Seasons parking garage yesterday." The projector flickered on. A sharp, crystal-clear image filled the screen. Leo's assistant casually stuffing a luxury shopping bag into the trunk of a car. The room fell into absolute silence. Leo's jaw nearly hit the table. Where did she get that photo? Did she hire a private investigator? No. How did she know what I was thinking? Director Lee shot to his feet. "This is slander." Claire didn't even look up. Calmly, she swiped her tablet. "Shall we play the dashcam audio?" Director Lee collapsed back into his chair. During the break, Leo stood in the pantry, chugging ice water to steady his nerves. The HR director, an infamous gossip, sidled up beside him with a knowing smile. "Leo, I hear a promotion may be coming your way." Great, she's fishing again. She's the one who spread those rumors about me and Miss Sterling. Before he could reply, Claire appeared in the doorway like a ghost. "And about that Etsy shop you ran last year, using company resources." The HR director's hand jerked. Coffee splashed all over her Hermes scarf. "Miss Sterling, I'll submit my self-criticism report immediately." Leo shrank into the corner. It's over. She knows everything. Am I next? What about the fan fiction I printed with the company printer last week? Claire suddenly turned her head. The artwork was quite good, especially the composition on page 18 of Claimed by the Seat. Leo felt his soul crack. She even knows the page number. As the meeting wrapped up, the chairman addressed him directly. "Leo, what's your opinion on this proposal?" Leo snapped to attention, his mind blank. Crap, I didn't hear a word. His survival instinct kicked in. "I completely agree with Miss Sterling." Claire didn't miss a beat. "Mr. Rivera's point is that we should follow the Singapore branch model to ensure a 15% profit margin." The chairman nodded, pleased. Excellent insight. Leo nearly worshipped her on the spot. Is she covering for me? Is she actually a good person? No, impossible. This has to be some advanced psychological manipulation. After the meeting, the chairman clapped Leo on the shoulder. Good work. You'll represent us at next week's industry summit. Before Leo could celebrate, Claire added calmly, remember to wear your navy blue suit. How does she know that's my most expensive one? Has she been watching me change? No, stop, do not think about that. That night, the office floor was empty, except for the two of them. Leo finally gathered his courage. Miss Sterling, are you a mind reader? She set down her pen and looked at him. What do you think? Her perfume drifted closer. Why does she smell so good? Focus. Recite the Bill of Rights. Later, Leo entered the CEO's office with coffee and found Claire rubbing her temples. She looks exhausted. Did she sleep badly? Or did she find out I stole her chocolate? Claire looked up sharply. What did you just say? Huh? I didn't say anything. Her legs look incredible in those stockings. No reaction. Emboldened, his thoughts spiraled. Her waist is so lean. I want to hold her. I want to kiss her. The tip of Claire's pen tore straight through the paper. That evening, the elevator was packed. Leo was pressed flush against her. Her hair brushed his neck. Rose perfume. Expensive. He glanced down, catching a glimpse of her collarbone. Oh no. Physical reaction. Multiplication tables, now! The elevator jolted. Claire stumbled and fell straight into his arms. Leo instinctively caught her, his hand landing on her waist. So soft, so slender. Is this harassment? Will I get fired? Their faces were inches apart. Would I die if I kissed her? Probably worth it. Ding. The doors opened. The entire marketing department stared. Later, Claire slammed a screenshot on her desk, a security still showing Leo's hand suspiciously placed. It's the angle! I swear I didn't. Though she does have a great... Her eyes narrowed. Is that so? Leo inhaled. Screw it, he muttered. Miss Sterling, your figure is just too good. Silence. Then Claire turned and walked toward the private lounge. Inside, she locked the door and grabbed his wrist. Close your eyes. Think of something else. Her breath brushed his lips. This is it! We're kissing! And then, a soft press. When they parted, she whispered, I'll take responsibility. Leo's soul left his body. Later, at 10 p.m., he stared at a document on Claire's desk. Informed consent for physical contact in the study of quantum entanglement. This is legal? Article 17, Section 3. Claire replied calmly. Employee cooperation is mandatory. She definitely made that up. The listed methods read like a date itinerary. Hand-holding, hugging, kissing. Having second thoughts? She asked, unbuttoning her blazer. No! Leo grabbed the pen and signed. Let the experiment begin. Their fingers intertwined. Her palm is sweaty. Is she nervous too? Test 2, hugging. His heart thundered. Test 3, kissing. When their lips touched, he heard a thought. Not his own. So sweet. He froze. Was that you? Claire looked flustered for the first time. The experiment is terminated. Except it wasn't, because suddenly he could hear her, clear as day. When you sneak glances at me, it's actually cute. The Ice Queen was cracking, and from that moment on, the experiment became something far more dangerous.